back there? Thanks. All right, guys, this is race number 1. Corner marshals are ready, and the drivers are ready. Wait for your name. Dominic, Gonzo, Nick Pantana, Narb, and Brett. All cars go. Okay, let's change that. What is it listed as right now? It's ZHAO. Yes, sir. All right. Tuck. Push it back. All right, Dominic out in front, Nick in second, Gonzo in third, following Narb and Brett. The battle is up front and in the back of the pack. We got Narb versus Brett for fourth. We got Dominic versus Nick for the top spot. Race number 1, round number 3, out there on the track. Last chance to put in your numbers. Arthur, TQ, 22 and a 5, 13.7. We're going to see him coming up next. So once again, guys, hit the refresh button. Make sure that you've looked at your heat sheets. It should look exactly the same as the Q2 sheets. Same race numbers for everybody. Same race numbers for everybody. Oh, watch it on the straightaway, go low. Caution on the straightaway, go low. And caution on the straightaway. Thanks, Lex. We're clear. You had it all right there. That was like the opposite. What happened to Stuart was the opposite of what happened to you. Garza, Pantana, and Gonzo. And we have this all on YouTube to review forever. It's our inaugural West Coast Indoor Championships up here in Redwood City. We're at the Limo facility. Beautiful facility and a great crowd. 150 entries for the first big race up here. Thank you to everybody for coming out. Dominic, Nick, and Gonzo. Followed by Narb and Brett to round out the field here. 2 minutes and 30 seconds in. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. We are halfway there. Guys, race number 2. Let's get them ready to go. USGT. You guys should already be through tech. Race number 3. Start heading to tech. Race 3. You'll be starting to think about it. Dominic Garza, 21 and a 503. Pantana, 21 and a 508. Oh, rail slide to pop shove it. Red and yellow across the start finish line. That's Brett. Brett down the back stretch. If it was Tony Hawk Skater, you'd probably get multiplier on those points. Over on the right hand side. And now through the center of the course, Brett Ogg. Nice job. That's a good lap, Brett, right there across the start finish line. Brett, 19.4. His best lap is a 17.5. Narb's best lap of 14.6. Gonzo's best lap of 15. Sorry, Gonzo's best lap of 14.7. Pantana's best lap of 14.1. And Garza's best lap of 14.1. Right now, it's Garza out in front of Pantana by 1.4. Let's take a look if anybody's making any progress here to make the big show. Oh, yes. 11 in the class. We had one drop out. So everybody's going to make the big show in USGT. Garza, Pantana, and Gonzo are top 3 in this one, followed by Varg and Ong. Pantana looking to move up 4 spots on the grid to 4th on the grid. And Garza looking to move up
1 minute left.
Spot on the grid to 2nd qualifier. Our current top qualifier is Arthur Knight with a 22 and a 5:13, the time to beat. We got 45 seconds left to go. Oh, and we're clear. 45 seconds left to go. Pantana, Gonzo separated by 7.2. No battles out there besides our 2.5 gap between first and second. Dominic Garza down the backstretch. Nice looking paint job. Over on the far side now. Oh, tagging the board there. Blue, orange, and yellow. Kind of a traditional RC color scheme across the start finish line. Garza, Narb. Down the backstretch. Narb's in the 4th spot right now. Right now, Narb is trailing Gonzo by 6.2. He's paired up with the leader. Maybe this will help Narb's pace a little bit here. But we're running out of time. Time has expired on the master timer. You guys are on your individual timers. Keep going, guys. Keep going. Three more to finish. Waiting on Gonzo. And that's race. Everybody is done. Bring them in and shut them down. Dominic Garza taking the win 21 and a 5:07. So that's going to move Dominic up to the third qualifying position right now. Nick Pantana second and Gonzo third in that heat race. Guys, bring them in, shut them down. Let's get you back out there to corner marshal. We're going to be short on marshals. We only had 5 drivers in the
Juan
last
Avidia.
race.
Arthur Knight.
So if we can get at least 1 or 2 volunteer marshals, guys, come and help us out if you got time. We're going to need 1 or 2 volunteer corner marshals. We only had 5 in the last race. Come and help us out.
Devin Picton. John Hicks.
Let's get Garza, Pantana, Gonzo, Narb, and Ong back out there to marshal. We'll look for 1 or 2 volunteers. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Nelson Cortez.
Get a marshal here, get a marshal there.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Over by me right here.
Angel
All right,
Fernan.
guys, let's go ahead and start lining this one up. Knight, I'll call you first. Cortez, I'll call you second. Fernan, I'll call you third. Hicks will call you fourth.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Juan, you'll start fifth, and Devin sixth. I love that thing. Get another drink. All right, corner marshals are ready. We're talking about the RC Winnipeg.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
That thing was rad. Corner marshals are ready, and the drivers are ready. We're going racing. And the sound of your name. Knight, Cortez, Fernan, Hicks, Avatia, Picton. All right, we're off and running with race number 2, USGT. You guys are looking at your competition out there. Everybody's going to race that A main event, triple main events tomorrow. And we're going to triple the lowers too, guys. So we won't have really any long breaks like we did today. We did some 20-minute breaks today. We'll have to take out most of the breaks tomorrow to make sure that you guys get home in a timely fashion. But we'll definitely finish about an hour before we finish tonight. So today's finish time will reflect, if you buy us 1 hour, it'll reflect where we go home tomorrow. Yeah, so it'll be good. We'll be out here tomorrow. If you want to come out early and practice, but racing starts at 9 o'clock, guys. So we'll have racing out here at 9 o'clock tomorrow. Be here by about 8:45 to, cycle through tech and all that stuff. We'll have the main events posted tonight. I'll make sure to get all that work done before I go home tonight. So we'll have the main events viewable tonight on Live RC, so you can see how everything's going to break down. Hicks out in front, Fernan in second, Knight in third, followed by Cortez and Avatia to round out the top 5. John Hicks leading the way. It's our local race director. Oh, yeah. You take it easy. I don't think they're negotiating terms here. All right, so 3:15 left to go. Got 3:15 left to go. Knight, Hicks, and Fernan. Angel off the end of the straightaway. Would you bring me a gift? 3 minutes left to go. All right, so we got good news here, guys. Once again, there are some raffle prizes that have been tagged. So see if you have a winner. Remember, you got a raffle ticket with your entry as well. So we all have a raffle ticket to check. 2:30 down, 2:30 left to go. If you find a match, just show it to Memo over there in the tech area. Make sure that you confirm that you have that match, and then you get to go home with your prize. Once again, there's already some raffle prizes that have been tagged, and we'll tag more tomorrow as we get into the race. Watch on the back straightaway, go low. Caution on the back straightaway, go low. Arthur Knight out in front. John Hicks in second, and Juan in third. Showing a couple long laps here for the battle for seconds. Uh-oh. And it looks like John is off the course. Nelson up into second. Angel up into third. Race number 3 is through tech. Race number 4, start thinking about it. Nelson in the second spot, Juan in third, Angel in fourth, and Devin to round out the top 5. So it looks like one of our monitors over in the pit area is frozen. We'll have our tech guy take a look at that in a few moments. Arthur Knight out in front, Nelson Cortez in second, Fernan in third. Enter the Jaws music.
1 minute left.
Donut. Fernan and John Hicks down the backstretch here. Not for position, but paired up, kind of sizing each other up for the main event. Juan taking up the third spot now. Devin in fourth. Angel falls back to fifth. 25 seconds left to go. All right, 15 seconds. Arthur, Nelson, and Juan are top 3 here in race number 2. Race number 3, get them ready to go. Modified coming up next. 12 scale. Time has expired on the master timer. Oh, man. A little contact there between John and Angel. We got a couple more to finish up. Waiting for Juan. And everybody's done. That's the race. Arthur Knight going to take the win. Boom shakalaka. Arthur Knight's going to be our top qualifier for USGT. Good job, Arthur. John Hicks, second. Dominic Garza, third qualifier. Nelson Cortez, fourth qualifier. Angel Fernan, fifth qualifier. Pantana, sixth qualifier. Picton, seventh qualifier. Avatia, eighth qualifier. Gonzo, ninth qualifier. Narb, 10th qualifier. Brett in the back of the pack for that main event. Guys, we're moving on into race number 3. This is 12 scale modified. Let's go ahead and check them in. Corner marshals assume the position. Race number 2, guys. Let's go ahead and head on out. Stuart Mason, I'll call you first. Todd Mason, I'll call you second. Jacob Cruz, I'll call you third. Kevin Jones, I'll call you fourth.
Todd Mason. Stuart Mason. Jacob Cruz.
All right, Devin's going to be over here by me. Thank you. Let's get the rest of you guys back out there to corner marshal. Let's get the rest of our guys out there. Thanks. Grab those spots, guys. John's out there. Angel. Let's get out to those corner marshal spots, guys. Hop on out there. I need a marshal in the middle. And we need a marshal on the far side there.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Marshals are ready. And the drivers are ready. We're going to race it at the sound of your name. Stuart. Todd. Jacob. All right, so we'll try to get that monitor in the pit area going again. Guys, we're on race number 3 right now. Modified 12 scale out on the course, guys. Let's get ready for race number 4. You guys should be in Tech VTA. Here comes Kevin. Kevin get it out there, and he's on the clock. Stuart Mason, Jacob Cruz separated by 1.9. Todd and Jacob paired up on the course. They're separated by 2.3. Second and third through the middle. One minute in, 7 minutes left to go. Stuart Mason, 10.6. Jacob Cruz, 11.3. Backed up with 11 flat. And Todd Mason with 11.4. Oh, man. Going door to door with dear old dad. I don't think these things have doors. All right, 1:30 in and 6:30 left to go. Got 1:30 in, 6:30 left to go. Mason across the start-finish line. Backs up that hot lap with his worst lap. 10.5, backed up with 17.7. Jacob Cruz taking over the lead. The orange car coming across the start-finish line here. Cruz, 11.4. Wow. Jacob getting the hang of this 12-scale stuff in front of the driver's stand. Across the start-finish line, 11.2. Jacob down off the end of the straightaway. Body rattling a little bit, but he's half a second out in front of Stuart Mason. Here's our race leader across the start-finish line. 11 flat, Mason 10.5. Todd Mason in third, 11.4. 2:30 down and 5:30 left to go, guys. 2:30 down and 5:30 left. Stuart Mason back out in front, 10.7. Jacob 11.5. Todd Mason in third. Third round of qualifying right here. We're going to shout out our sponsors each and every round, guys. So we're going to shout out our sponsors one more time here today. Thank you to our sponsors. We couldn't have done it without you guys. And some of our sponsors are here. Some of our sponsors even racing the event. So thank you, guys. Nothing better than a sponsor that actually shows up and races with us. Awesome Maddox USA, they're our title sponsor, guys. Also, big shout out to the Pole Position Club Racing. Hobby Wing, RC America, One Up Racing, pickoneup.com. Thank you, Randy. Motive and Gravity. Ride USA, thanks Len Carson and the crew. Gens Ace. We have a couple Gens Ace racers and the Gens Ace representative out here filming earlier today. Thanks, Gens Ace. Alera 3D, some of the best 3D printer parts in the business. Thank you to Alera 3D. Protoform, some of the best looking bodies, long time in the business. Gonzo Paintworks, if you need some paint on those Protoform bodies. Thanks, Gonzo. Ulti Tires, for the very best in tires. Exact RC, give you exactly what you need. Square RC, thank you, Square RC, for your support. And Axon, AXON. We appreciate all of our sponsors. The next time you guys go shopping, think of those names. Support those that support you out here at the raceway. 3:45 left to go. Stuart Mason, Jacob Cruz, Todd Mason, just beyond the halfway mark here. Modified 12 scale. 8-minute qualifiers, 8-minute mains. These guys get max track time out there today. And max track time tomorrow. I believe the main events for this class are 8 minutes as well. Mason, Cruz, and Mason, followed by Jones. 4:45 in, 3:15 left to go. Got 4:45 in, 3:15 left to go. It's going to be a 4.5 second lead for Stewart. And Stewart coming across the start-finish line, 11.1 the last time by. Over on the right-hand side now. In through the center of the course. Cruz in the second spot, trailing by 4.5. Mason in third. 21 seconds behind. Big crash right there. That was Kevin Jones. Jones down the backstretch, 16 flat the last time by. Kevin is out here with his dad, Kenneth. Got a couple father and son pairings out here for our inaugural West Coast Indoor Championships, the WCIC. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. Got 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Do us a favor, stay off your phone while you marshal, guys. We went over that during the driver's meeting. If you could just marshal the way we would want to be marshaled, you would want to be marshaled. Stay off your cell phones for a couple more minutes. Mason, Cruz, and Mason Stewart out in front through the center of the course. Uh-oh, watch it on the back straightaway. One more clear. Is there something we need to do to unfreeze that screen? Yeah, close it and open it? Or is it an HDMI issue?
No, it's actually on the website. So what I do,
It's on the website. So on Google here?
yeah, so
Later. 1 minute and 15 seconds left to go. 1:15 left. Stewart, Jacob, and Todd Mason. I thought you guys were doing race vision over there.
yeah, we'll set the scoreboard later.
Where is that?
One of them is
One of these in here?
yeah, that one.
1 minute left.
All right, less than a minute left to go. Stewart Mason, Jacob Cruz, and Todd Mason, our top three here. 45 seconds left to go. 11 flat for Stewart the last time by, on a 44 and an 8:10. Jacob Cruz in the second spot on a 42 and an 8:08. And then Todd Mason in third on a 40 and an 8:05. 30 seconds left. There's our race leader, 11 flat the last time by. Cruz 11.5. Todd 11.8, backed up with a 12.5. What's this back? What's up, Dad? 20 seconds left to go.
Be careful of your okay, don't fall off the edge.
10 seconds left to go, guys. And we got Stewart Mason out in front by 20.4 seconds over Jacob Cruz. Keep going, keep going. Uh-oh, watch it over on the right-hand side. And we're clear. Two more to finish, one more to finish, and that's a race. Everybody is done. Guys, go ahead and bring them in and shut them down. Stewart Mason going to take the win. 44 and an 8:10. Jacob Cruz second, 42 and 8:08. And Todd Mason third, 40 and an 8:07. Where do I need to go?
So there's a broadcast button. I think it's that one.
It's in this one?
Yeah, click on that. So go back to the live. So toggle both of them off.
Jake Alton.
What was it stuck on? 18 or 19?
18.
It looks new over there, doesn't it?
Okay, now it's
Number 4? Right? Screen or,
Jim Yam. Jason Mavrakis. John Balatico. Michael Evert. Eric Falk. Nick Pantana.
All right, guys, this is race number 4 right here. Looking for a check from Tino. Out. All right, guys. Our
1 minute to the
starting
start
order,
of the
we need
race.
rest of our corner marshals out there. We only had 4 in the last race. We're going to need a couple volunteer corner marshals as well. We got a full group of VTA, and we only had 4 drivers from the last race. If anybody can help us out, Nick Pantana, you'll start first.
45
Jim Yam,
seconds
you'll
to the
start
start of the
second. Jake
race.
Alden will start third. Jason, I'll call you fourth. Eric will call you fifth. John, sixth. Michael, I'll call you seventh. And Tino's going to sit this one out. We need a couple volunteer marshals, guys. We need a couple marshals over here.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Guys, so this whole side over here is very empty. Thanks. Thank you, Todd. Thank you.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
To get this one going, corner marshals, please pay attention. Good luck, drivers. Wait for your name. Nick, Jim, Jake, Jason, Eric, John, and Michael. All right, race number 4 off and running here. Nick Pantana, 15-9. Yam, 15-6. Going to be Yam out in front by 2/10 over Pantana with Mavrakis in the third position, 16.3. Too early to tell in this one. Our top qualifier is Nick Pantana, who's dominated the first 2 rounds of qualifying. It looks like Nick is back to the orange body here. Ran the white Mustang in round number 2. Pantana, Balatico, and Yam. Going to be 9/10 between first and second, and a half a second between second and third. Falk and Alton. 15.4 for our race leader. That's going to be the new hot lap of the race for Nick Pantana, representing for BWS Raceway. In front of the driver's stand, Yam in the second spot, trailing by 2.1, and Falk in third, 8/10 behind him. Looking farther back in the pack, we got a 3-way battle for fourth. Alton, Everett, and Mavrakis. Going to be 3 100s between Mavrakis and Everett. It's going to be 4/10 between Everett and Alton. 3 minutes and 15 seconds left to go, guys. Race leader's pace is a 20 and a 5:11, going 2 seconds faster than he did in round number 1. So Nick Pantana continuing to dominate the VTA class here through the chicane and across the start-finish line, 15.5. Battle for second, Yam and Falk separated by 1.1. Yam 16.1 the last time by. Falk 16.3 last time by. So things looking good for Nick Pantana, our top qualifier from round number 1. He never looked back. He won round number 2 as well. Coming up on some traffic here. Race leader down the backstretch, coming up on Jake. And get around Jake there. Jim Yam in the second spot down the backstretch. Eric Falk in third, only 6/10 behind him. The action for second is our closest battle on the track. No, actually, our closest battle is between John and Jake, separated by 6 100s. The last time by now 1.1 between that 3-way battle for fifth. Race leader working on lap number 13 right now, 15.8 the last time by the stripe. Now with a 6.5 second lead over Eric Falk. Yam slips back to third, trailing Falk by 8 100s. See if who's making any progress here in round number 3. Looks like Eric Falk is looking to move up 3 spots on the grid to second qualifier with this run. So Falk on that 5:07.2, but Yam also on a 5:07.0. So the battle for the second spot on the grid for the Triple Main events continues here. 1 minute left to go. It's looking like it's going to be Nick Pantana lining up front for VTA tomorrow.
1 minute left.
With that matte fluorescent orange over on the right-hand side, coming up on the other flow orange VTA. Race number 5, get them ready to go. 12th scale, 13.5. Race number 5, get them ready. Race number 6, start thinking about tech. And there's our race leader across the start-finish line, 16 flats. Working on lap number 18, just a couple more laps for the VTA class here. Pantana looking to TQ the inaugural West Coast Indoor Championships. It's kind of a VTA wizard down south. He races, his home track is BWS in Lake Paris. Always out there promoting everybody's races on the internet. And Nick coming across the start finish line. Keep going, 16.9 the last time by. And this will be a victory lap here for Pantana, working his way around that white car. And now coming up on that flow orange. When he crosses the start finish line, he will be done. Looking for two more, one more. And that's the race. Everybody is done. It's going to be Nick Pantana, our top qualifier for VTA for the weekend. Jim Yam, you're going to be second qualifier. Eric Falk, third qualifier. Josh Alden, fourth qualifier. Jason Mavrakis, fifth qualifier. John Balatico, sixth qualifier. Everett, seventh qualifier. And Valici, eighth on the grid tomorrow. Guys, so you guys are done. Bring them in, shut them down. Come back out in corner marshal. This is race number 5. Backside of the left front.
Steve Tsuruta. One minute to the start of the race.
All right, let's get the rest of our
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Fill those spots.
"30 seconds to the start of the race. Kevin Jones.
All right, guys, we got our corner marshals out there. We need, looks like we had, what?
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Out there. Tim Kopp, you're going to start first. Todd Mason, I'm going to call you second. Steve, you'll start third. Kevin Jones, fourth. Kenneth Jones,
less than 5.
And John Hicks, I'll call you sixth. Only got 5 marshals out there. Can I get one over here by the announcer's tower? Thanks. Our quarter marshals are ready. And our drivers are ready. I don't think I have a marshal in this corner by tech. Guys, do I have all the guys out there? We had 8 in the last race. Got it? Our quarter marshals are ready, and the drivers are ready. Wait for your name. Kopp. Mason. Todd. Tsuruta. Kevin. Kenneth. And John. All right, guys, race number 5 on the track. Race number 6, get them ready to go. You guys should be in tech. Coming up next is our next group of 13.5 pan car, 12 scale out there on the course. Oh, we got more raffle prizes coming out. See if you got a match, guys. You already got raffle tickets. Some guys already purchased tickets. They tagged some of the prizes today. They'll tag the rest of the prizes tomorrow. See if you have a match on those tickets over there. Show Memo your matching number. You'll be going home with some of our products from our sponsors. Kopp out in front. Mason in second. That's going to be Todd in second, trailing by 1.7. White car down the back straightaway. That's our race leader, Tim Kopp. Back in through the center of the course. Todd Mason in the second spot, trailing by 4/10. Mason looking steady out there in the blue and pink down the back straightaway. 12.6 for Mason last time by. It's going to be a 1 second lead for Tim. Steve in third, Kenneth in fourth, Kevin to round out the top five. All right, guys, we got 6 minutes and 15 seconds left to go. Second group coming up next, race number 6. Going through tech, race number 7. Start thinking about it, help in the middle, and we're clear. Kopp and Mason still our closest battle, separated by 1.5. Then we got a 10-second gap between second and third. A 23-second gap between third and fourth. So the lead battle, the only thing we're left hanging on to here in race number 5. Coming up next, we got Stuart, Brian, EJ, Alan, Jared, Rob, and Scott. Get them ready, guys. 2:30 down and 5:30 left to go, guys. 2:30 down, 5:30 left. Kevin Jones getting out there a little late. 22.4, 17.9. Help over here on the straightaway. Watch on the left-hand side. Coming on the straightaway, go low. Jones getting back out there. 14.7, his best lap so far. Still Kopp out in front. Starting to stretch it out to a 2.2 second lead. Mason in the second spot. Off the end of the straightaway in the blue and pink. Watch coming on the straightaway again. Caution coming on the straightaway. Left-hand side, go low. 3:30 down and 4:30 left to go, guys. 3:30 down and 4:30 left. Hot lap of the race belongs to our race leader at a 12 flat still. Best lap for Todd Mason, 12.3. And the best lap for Saruta, a 13.6. Kenneth Jones' best lap is a 14.8, and Kevin Jones' best lap is a 14.6. .430 down and 3:30 left to go, guys. 4:30 down and 3:30 left to go. Three minutes and 10 seconds left to go. Kopp, Mason, and Saruta are top 3, followed by Kenneth and Kevin to complete the running order. It's going to be a 3.7 second lead now for Tim. He keeps stretching it out up front, the white car. In front of the driver standing across the start-finish line. Less than 3 left on the clock. Only have 5 in this race, so we're going to be stuck in that same situation again where we're going to need a 1 or 2 volunteer marshals to get the next one going. Race number 6 is coming up. Race number 7, you guys should start heading to tech. Six down and 2 to go, guys. 6 down, 2 to go. 13.2 for Kopp the last time by. 13.3 for Mason. Backed up with a 13.4. Saruta with a 14.7. Kenneth with a 17.1. And Kevin with a 15 flat.
Yeah, but when you can see the leaders doing 12.8, right? And the hot laps at 12 flat, like even if you're the best guy, a missed lap would have to be a 24. So a 22 is what that's a mathematically it's not a missed lap from like our computers.
Cobb, Mason, and Saruta still our top three in this one. These long 8-minute races for the 12 scale division. We got another one coming up next. 1 minute left to go.
1 minute left.
It goes yellow every time it starts a new lap. Is that what the signal is there? No, it goes all the way down. So these are bars. So they're race bars. It kind of indicates where they are on the track. If it's green, he's on his normal pace. If it's yellow, it's starting to look like it could be a slower lap. Oh. And if it's red, it's a longer than usual lap. But like, see, when the progress bar is like, you can kind of find where they are on the track. If it's halfway through, you could be halfway in the track.
25 seconds left to go. Got 25 left on the timer here. Cobb, Mason, and Saruta, our top three, followed by Kenneth and Kevin. We got father and son battle for the fourth spot. It looks like dear old dad out in front of Kevin right now. Kenneth down the back stretch in the white car. Second place. Working his way around fourth place, Kenneth. Kenneth across the start finish line, 16.7 last time by, down the back stretch in fourth. Running smooth right now. Got a couple more to finish up. Steve, you're done. Kevin, you're done. I'm waiting on Kenneth. And that's race. Everybody is done. Bring them in and shut them down. Tim Kopp going to take the win. Todd Mason second. Steve Saruta finishing in third. Kenneth Jones fourth. And Kevin Jones fifth. Bring them in, shut them down, guys. We're going to need a couple volunteer corner marshals out there.
If this guy did 25 laps, and he did 38 laps, you're saying he didn't pass him for 2 times? Technically, no, because that guy got out there late. So if that guy got out there late, there was 5 times he didn't get past. He came out of the one minute mark of his response. Which compounds how much traffic you're going to have. Right. Which compounds
Alan Lunghai.
the 7 in this race and the 5. I can't get 12.
Stuart Mason. Scott Barnes. Rob Thulin. Jared Thulin. Brian Bodine.
All right, guys, this is race number 6 right here. Race number 5. Let's get the rest of you guys back out there to corner marshal, and we're looking for maybe 2 volunteers. Only had 5 in the last race, guys, so anybody that can help us out, we're looking for a couple volunteers. Guys, grab the spots. We need 1 in each corner. Kevin, you going to help me over here? Thanks.
1 minute to the start of the race.
All right, Kenneth is down on that side. Thank you. Looking for, looks like EJ to check in. EJ's coming out of tech right
45
now.
seconds to the start of the race.
All right, Steve, thanks. Everybody's out there from the last race. Don't crash. Don't make him work.
30 seconds to the start of the
All right,
race.
EJ, go ahead and take a quick lap real quick. All right. I said, yeah.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Corner marshal over here by tech, guys. If anybody could help us out, you want to help us? Looking for 1 volunteer. How about the guy right there?
Less than 5. EJ Evans.
Big old raffle tickets. Let's try some good karma. 1 more marshal right over here. If you want to help us out, thank you. We need 1 more marshal. All right, we're ready to go here, guys. Mason, I'll call you first. Bodine, second. Evans, I'll call you third. Lungy, fourth. Jared, I'll call you fifth. Rob, sixth. And Scott Barnes will call you seventh. Wait for your name. Mason. Bodine. Evans. Lungy, Jared, Rob, Barnes. All right, 6 out there running right here. Rob's going to get it out there a little late. Here comes Rob. And Rob's on the clock. All right, Mason out in front by 1.9. Mason's just been putting on an absolute clinic in both modified and this class right here. We're watching 13.5 12 scale. Rip around the course is our second group. We're going to have two guys that are going to miss the main event. The top 10 make the big show. Mason Bodine and E.J. Evans are top 3, followed by Barnes, Thulin to round out the top 5. Lungy and Rob Thulin to round out the field here. 6 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. 6:30 left on the clock. Mason, Bodine, and Evans are top 3, followed by Barnes and Thulin to round out the top 5.
The video I watched yesterday, they looked like button-head torch big, where you couldn't use a... Yeah, it does. Okay, you got the truck here?
6 minutes left to go. Stuart Mason out in front by 5.9 seconds. Oh, man. Like a piece of the car coming off the track there. And the carpet kind of flipping up there. Stuart Mason, Bodine, and Evans are top 3 the last time by, followed by Scott Barnes and Rob Thulin to round out the top 5. Now Jared and Allen. 2:30 down and 5:30 left to go. Got 2:30 down, 5:30 left. Race number 6 on the track. Race number 7, 25.5 TC is coming up next. Race number 8, start thinking about tech. 11.6 backed up with 11.9 there for Mason. Oh, man. Barnes on the wrong side of the track. We're clear. Mason 11.9 the last time by. His hot lap is an 11.7 of 41.805. We already did a 40.806 in round number 2. So the track getting progressively faster here for the 13.5 pan car class. Every round, the TQ bar has been set higher. It's been the same driver every round, though. Mason, 11.9 the last time by. Brian Bodine in the second spot, 12.5 the last time by. It is a 9.8 second lead. So almost a lap on second place, which would put a lap on the entire field. Four down and 4 to go, guys. We are halfway there. .345 left to go, guys. 3:45 left to go. Stuart, Brian, and EJ. And there is EJ in through the center of the course in the blue and gray, rolling in third across the start-finish line. See who's making progress here relative to our overall qualifying. EJ looking to move up 3 spots to third on the grid with this run. Stewart already the top qualifier on a new TQ run, 41 and an 808. Bodine on a 39 and an 808, so going 2 laps faster after 8 minutes here, according to the pace. 3 minutes left to go, guys. E.J. Evans in third, Barnes in fourth, and Rob Thulin to round out the top five. Followed by Jared and Allen. Ooh. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to go, 2:40. $2:15 left to go. Two minutes left to go, guys. Stuart Mason out in front by 17 seconds now over Brian Bodine. The blue car continues to dominate down the back straightaway. Brian in the second spot. Down the back straightaway in the all orange. And then E.J. Evans in the blue and gray down the back straightaway in third. Scott Barnes in fourth and Jared Thulin rounding out the top five. There's Jared down the back stretch in the pink. Jared out here with his dad Rob, and that's Jared in fifth and Dad in sixth. Another father and son grouping out here. 1 minute and 20 seconds left to go. All right, guys, we got 7 minutes down and 1 minute left to go. 7 minutes down.
1 minute
and
left.
1 minute left to go. Stuart Mason, Brian Bodine, and E.J. Evans, our top three here. Battle starting to shape up for the two spot here. Bodine and Evans separated by 3.3. 45 seconds left to go. $41 and an 8:11 pace for the blue car coming across the start finish line. $12.1 the last time by for our leader. 12.8 for Bodine in second and Evans in third with a 12.9. 15 seconds. Stewart coming up on second place here. Keep going, guys. Keep going. Stewart, you're done. You can let off that guy. Thanks. EJ, you're done. Got a couple more to finish up here, guys. It looks like 4 more to finish, 3 more to finish, 2 more to finish. And that's a race. Everybody is done. Guys, that's a race. Everybody is done. Bring them in and shut them down. That's going to do it for race number 6. Stuart Mason going to take the win. Brian Bodine second. E.J. Evans third in that one. We got our official top 10 right here. Stuart, TQ, Bodine second. Evans third. Cop fourth. Mason fifth. Barnes sixth. Lungy seventh. Jared eighth. Saruda and Rob
Mike
10th.
Carino.
Welcome to the big show. All right, guys, let's get you back out there to Corner Marshall.
Ronnie Rones. John
Race number
Gonzalez.
7 right here.
Brad West. Yoshimitsu Funabashi. Brett Ong. Jurgen Shiztani.
Let's get all of our drivers from that last race back out here to Corner Marshall. Starting order will be Yoshimitsu going first. Ronnie, you'll go second. Brad, you go third. Gonzo, you'll start fourth. Carino, fifth. Ong, sixth.
1 minute to the
And
start of the
Jurgen,
race.
seventh.
George Cowrie.
All right. right, guys, 8 are checked in. Looks like we are ready to go.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Secure those cell phones. Corner marshals, please pay attention. Good luck to these drivers. Wait for the sound of your name. Yoshimitsu, Ronnie, Brad, Gonzo, Carino, Ong, Shastani, Corey. All cars go. Race number 7 on the track. Race number 8 in tech. Race number 9, start thinking about it. Yoshimitsu out in front by 4 100ths over Ronnie, with Ronnie a half a second out in front of Mike. Everybody working on lap number 4 as they cross the start-finish line. Ronnie Rones out in front by 4 tenths over Carino. Funabashi in the second spot. Carino in third. Gonzo in fourth. And West to round out the top 5. One minute and 30 seconds in. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Up in front of the driver's stance. Thank you, Rob. We're clear. Ronnie Rones, Mike Carino, and Yoshimitsu, our top 3 followed by Gonzo and Brad. First group of 25-5. Let's see if anybody's making some progress into the big show. Right now we got Carino looking to move up 5 spots. This would put him 8th on the grid in the A main event. Right now we got Ronnie Rones, who's sitting on the bubble. This run would put him up 5 spots to 5th on the grid. Driving smooth, driving careful. Trying to put a good one in here. It's your last chance, the 3rd round of qualifying here. A long day of qualifying out here for our inaugural West Coast Indoor Championships. We'll be back out here tomorrow. Racing will start at 9 a.m. If you want to come out early tomorrow, the track will be open for practice. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left to go. Got 2:15 left to go. Rones, Carino, and Funabashi, followed by West and Gonzo to round out the top 5. Shastani and Corey, followed by Ong. 3-way battle up in front. Rones and Carino separated by a half a second, and then Yoshimitsu just 1 second behind him. Work together, guys, in through the center. Big group coming through. Yoshimitsu getting it wrong as a chain reaction as the pink one turned in too early as well. Watching the start-finish line. Go high, and we're clear. Mike Carino and Ronnie Rones separated by 3 tenths the last time by for the lead battle. Carino down to the second spot, 16.5. He just needs to stay out of trouble and make the big show. Right now he's looking to move up 5 spots to put him 8th on the grid here. Mike Carino in the 2 spot, coming across the start-finish line now. It's going to be that white and blue touring car down the backstretch. Our race leader
1
is
minute left.
Ronnie Rones, out in front by 7 tenths. Ronnie the last time by 16.5.
What, my
45 seconds left to go.
Was it torque mint or Philip? Philip. Oh, just a big one.
Rones and Carino separated by 7 tenths with Funabashi in the 3rd spot. 2 seconds behind him. 30 seconds left to go, guys. Nazareno still looking to move up 5 spots here to the 8th qualifying position. Ronnie Roan's looking to move up 3 spots to put him on the 7th qualifying position. Right now, Ronnie's sitting on the bubble. Let's see if he can kind of secure a couple extra spots here. The final moments of the first group of 25-5 TC. Keep going. Ronnie Roans, you're done. Mike Carrito, you're done. Yoshimitsu, you're done. Brad West, you're done. I got 4 more to finish. Keep going, guys. If I called your name, move out of the way. Gonzo, you're done. 3 more to finish. Here comes George. And waiting on Brett. And that's a race. Everybody is done. Bring them in and shut them down. Guys, it's going to be Mike Carrino taking the win. Ronnie Roan second. And Yoshimitsu third. Brad West fourth. And Gonzo to round out the top 5. Bring them in. Shut them down. Let's get you guys back out there to corner marshal. Right now it's going to take a 19.508 or better to make the big show. We'll call
Jason
out
Mavrakis.
top
Jose
10
9.
at the end of this race, guys. Race number 7, let's get you out there to Marshall. Race number 9, let's get you to Tech.
Eric Falk. Jamie Manzanilla. Jason Mack. Larry Nazareno. Patrick Silvero. John Balatico. John Cottillo. Nelson Cortez.
20. I took a 20 that first time and a 10 the second. Yeah. Thank God I don't smoke anymore.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and bring them to the staging area in front of the driver's
1 minute to the
stand.
start of the
We should
race.
have all of our marshals out there. Thank you. Starting order will be Cortez going first. Nazareno second. Ix third. Balatico fourth. Mavrakis, I'll call you fifth. Falk sixth. Silvero
45
seventh.
seconds to the start of the
Cadillo,
race.
8th. Mac 9th. And Manzanilla 10th. Corner marshals. Let's put away your cell phones. Guys, give these guys 5 minutes of your attention here. Corner marshals are ready. And the drivers are
30
ready.
seconds to the
Wait
start
for
of the
your name,
race.
guys. Cortez, Nazareno, Ix, Balatico, Mavrakis, Falk, Silvero, Cadillo, Mac, and Manzanilla. All right, we are off and running here, guys. This is our A group resort. Let's see who makes the big show for 25-5 TC. Kind of looks like a fun class. We do 25-5 and 17-5 at Cal Racing, but this looks like a good one to bring into the mix here. Manzanilla out in front, 15 flat. Cortez, 15-4. Ix, 15-4. 20 and a 5:05 the pace here for our race leader. The TQ is a 20 and a 5:08. And now John Cadillo out in front. Down the backstretch, the white car with the orange windows. He's a local fast guy out there at BWS. He also goes down to the Lab Factory and on occasion Cal Raceway. So that's the Southern California racer out in front. Down the backstretch, Cadillo 15.3 the last time by. Manzanilla going to take back over the top spot with 14.9. Cadillo in second, Nazareno in third, Balatico in fourth, and Ix to round out the top 5. See if anybody's making any progress here in the estimated positions on the grid. Manzanilla right now looking to move up 3 spots to the TQ. John Cadillo looking to move up 9 spots from the bubble to second on the grid. And Balatico looking to move up 2 spots to third on the grid. Right now, this progression looks like it's going to be pushing Eric Falk out of the big show. We'll know in just about 3 minutes.
slower cars. These are the perfect speeds for this track and width, you know. They're the slower cars.
Manzanillo, Cadillo, and Nazareno, our top three. Cadillo paired up with the race leader and Mavrakis. Cadillo going to drop down to the 4th spot right now, but still looking to move up 6 spots. He needs a good run here. X-Ray starting to look a little tippy out there down off the backside of the track. John Cadillo trying to hang on to a top 5 run. Twelve scale 17.5, race number 9. You guys should be processed through tech. Race number 9. Be ready.
Transponder 66495880.
Manzanilla, Balatico, and Cadillo are top 3, followed by Nazareno and Ix to round out the top 5. Mavrakis in 6th, Falcon 7th, Silvero, and Jason Mack. One minute left to go here for Jaime, followed by the Battle of the Johns. Cadillo versus Balatico.
1 minute left.
Separated by a half a second. Nazareno and Ix to round out the top 5. Mavrakis in 6th, Falcon 7th, Silvero, Mack, and Cortez. Eric Falk now looking to move up 2 spots to put it 8th on the grid. John Cadillo looking to move up 9 spots to put it 2nd on the grid. You got to finish strong. 30 seconds left to go. Keep going, guys. Keep going. Keep going. And John almost throwing it away right there. All right, waiting on one more, and that's the race. Everybody is Jaime Manzanilla taking the win. John Cadillo 2nd. And Larry finishing in 3rd. Here's your top 10. Jaime Manzanillo, your TQ. Nelson Cortez 2nd. Cadillo 3rd. Qualifier on the grid. Nazareno 4th. Balatico 5th. Ix 6th. Mavrakis 7th. Carino 8th. Rollins 9th. And Silvero 10th on the grid. Welcome to the big show. All right, guys, we got race number
Ryan
9 coming
Vernalai.
up right here.
Brandon Moody. Tim Kopp. Jim Yam.
Race number 8. Let's get you guys back
Scott
out there
Barnes.
to corner marshal.
Brian Bodine. Todd Mason. Rick Yoder.
Race number 8. Let's get you guys out there to corner marshal. Por favor.
1 minute to the start of the race. James Nelson.
All drivers from the last race. We're missing guys out here. We need a marshal over here by the announcer, and we need a marshal over by the
45
Gen Z
seconds to
banner
the start
at
of the race.
share over there. Watching on the straightaway. Caution on the straightaway. We're clear. All right, Jason Max got the far side. Thanks. All right, guys. Bodine, you'll start first. Mason, I'll call you second. Barnes, I'll call
30
you
seconds
third.
to the
Yoder,
start
I'll
of the
call you
race.
fourth. Yam, I'll call you fifth. Cop, you'll start sixth. Moody, 7. Nelson, 8th. And Vernali will start 9th.
$15 to the start of the race.
Corner marshals are ready, and our drivers are ready. Wait for the sound of your name. Bodine, Mason, Barnes, Yoder, Yam, Cop, Moody, Nelson, and Vernali. Mason, Barnes, and Bodine are top 3, followed by Yoder and Cop. Everybody working on lap number 3 right now. Race number 10, F1. Get them ready, guys. Race number 10 starting to go through tech. Todd Mason out in front by a half a second over Scott Barnes, with Brian Bodine in the third spot, 2/10 behind him. Tim Kopp and Rick Yoder to round out the top 5. Yam, Moody, Vernali, and Nelson are complete order. 1 minute and 30 seconds in, 6 minutes and 30 seconds left to go for Todd on a 38 and an 8:07. Race leader Todd Mason in the blue and pink coming in through the middle. Brian Bodine now snatching up the top spot in the orange and white. Scott Barnes in third in the orange and blue. Kopp in fourth and Yoder to round out the top 5. We're only 2 minutes into this one, 6 minutes left to go. Brian, Todd, and Scott, followed by Tim and Rick to round out the top 5. 2:30 in and 5:30 left to go. Got 2:30 in, 5:30 left. All right, guys, we got 5 minutes and 15 seconds left to go. Bodine out in front by 3.3 over Mason. The orange and white leading the way. He's already the top qualifier with a 37 and an 8:11. Going 10 seconds faster this round. Three-way battle for the 2 spot. Mason, Barnes, and Cobb. Mason out in front by 1.2 over Barnes for the 2 spot. Barnes 2.3 out in front of Cobb for the 3 spot. Race leader's pace is still a 37 and an 8:02, going 9 seconds faster than they did in round 2. .345 in, 4:15 left to go. Four down, 4 to go again. 4 down, 4 to go. Halfway there. White and orange still our race leader off the end of the straightaway. To Todd Mason in the 2nd spot. Scott Barnes in 3rd, separated by 1.1. Everybody's going to make the big show. Let's see if anybody's making any progress here on the grid. Brandon Moody looking to move up 4 spots on the grid from 9th to 5th with this run. Still got 3 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. Five down, 3 to go. Got 5 down, 3 to go. .245 left. Race leader across the start finish line, 14.6. Now headed down the back straightaway. Mason in the second spot, 13.1. Trailing the race leader by just 1.8 seconds. To see if Mason can get back in this one with the pink and blue. Mason's best run is coming from this one right now would keep him second on the grid. Lead battle separated by 2.1. We got just over 2 minutes left to go. Bodine, Mason, and Barnes, followed by Kopp and Moody to round out the top 5. Yoder, Yam, Bernali, and Nelson to complete the running order here. 1 minute and 45 seconds left to go. The 17.5 12 scale group out there on the track. We get ready for F1 coming up next. 1:30 left. Hot lap of the race comes from our race leader, 12.6. Todd Mason's in the second spot, best lap 12.7. Barnes in third, best lap is a 12.8. Kopp's best lap is a 13 flat. Moody rounding out the
1
top
minute
5,
left.
best lap is a 12.9. Less than a minute left to go. .40 seconds. Brian, Todd, and Scott, followed by Tim and Brandon, Rick, Jim, Ryan, and James. Keep going, guys. Keep going. Keep going. Time has expired on the master timer. Keep going. Keep going. Got 3 more to finish. And that's race, guys. Everybody is done. Bring them in and shut them down. That's race. Everybody is done. Bring them in and shut them down. Brian Bodine taking the win. Todd Mason second. Scott Barnes third. Tim Cobb fourth. And Brandon Moody to round out the top 5. Rick Yoder sixth. Jim Yam seventh. Ryan Vernali eighth. And James Nelson ninth. James, check your transponder. I think you got a couple missed.
Transponder 6893694.
For you as well. All right, guys, so let's bring them in, shut them down, come back out, and corner marshal this is race number 10, F1.
Transponder 5302570. Transponder 3220263. Transponder 5520094. Rick Kemi. Dan Devi. Bruce Lewis, Ian Douglas, Nelson Cortez, Dominic Garza, Mike Carino, Michael Evert, Dean Coombs, George Cowrie,
All right, everybody is checked in. James Nelson, you had 4 missed laps. I think that maybe the problem is guys putting down their cars too early over there by the coax wire in the corner. We've started to have more and more missed laps here. So, James Nelson, we have corrected your score. It's 34-8-13. Okay, guys, so we're moving on here into our F1 division. Let me give you guys the starting order real quick. All right, guys, we'll take a look at the starting order here. Devi, you'll start first. Garza, second. Combs, you'll start third. Everett, fourth. Cammy, you'll start fifth. Cortez will start sixth. Lewis, seventh. Carino, eighth. Corey, ninth. And Douglas, 10th. Corner marshals, please pay attention. Good luck, drivers. Wait for your turn. Devi, Garza, Combs, Everett, Cammy, Cortez, Lewis, Carino, Corey, Douglas. All cars go. All right, we're off and running with race number 10, F1. Garza out in front. Devi in the second spot. Douglas in third. Followed by Cortez in fourth and Lewis to round out the top 5. Dominic 15 points for the last time by. Devi 15.7, separated by 1.2 with Ian Douglas in third, 2/10 behind him. So Dominic Garza, our race leader, on a 20 and a 5:13. Dan Devi already the top qualifier with a 20 and a 5:08. Devi in that second spot, only trailing Garza by a half a second. Douglas in third, 9/10 behind. So 1.4 spreads the top 3 as a total. Watch it over on the left, on the right-hand side. We're clear. 2 down and 3 to go. Got 2 down, 3 to go. Cortez, that's going to be Nelson in the 4th spot, and Rick Camby to round out the top 5. Everett, Lewis, Carino, Combs, and Corey to complete the running order. Right now we got Devi out in front by 1.2 over Garza. And then Douglas in the 3rd spot, 3/10 behind him, 1.5 between our top 3. 20 and a 5:11 the pace, coming about 2.5 seconds short of that TQ time. Let's see what they can do with it. Looks like Devi, our current top qualifier, has taken over the top spot. The white F1 over here by the announcer's tower and down the back stretch. Garza in the 2nd spot down the back straightaway. Douglas in 3rd. Oh, that's better than taking out the garbage, right? Okay, I'll do it. Hey, I'll work for it. 2 minutes left to go. Got Devi, Garza, and Douglas, followed by Cortez and Cammy. You should have been there for round 2. There was like 4 cars on the track. All right, Garza charging, trying to catch Debbie here with your final chance to line up front of the big show. Everybody's going to make the main event right now. Nelson Cortez looking to move up 3 spots to put it 5th on the grid. Everybody else kind of staying stagnant except for those 3 spots that Nelson's taking away from Everett, Cammie, and Lewis. 1 minute and 25 seconds left to go. Got 125 left. Debbie out in front by 1.8, now 2.3 over Garza. With Ian Douglas in the 3rd spot, 2.9 behind Garza. So Ian Douglas, who had a good round number 1, had a terrible round number 2. Let's see what he can do here in Q3. There's Ian across the start-finish line. Got the white, pink, and yellow.
1 minute left.
Got the now and laters over on the right-hand side, coming back in through the middle. Oh, watch into the middle. That might be our race leader. Yep, the white one getting fixed up by the marshal. So Dominic Garza out in front. Debbie down to 2nd. Just for a moment, though, picks it back up by 0.8. 20.5 to a 17.7. The white car across the start-finish line, 15.3. Garza in the 2nd spot, 17.7. Backed up with a 15.5. 1.1 the gap from the top spot to the 2nd spot. 20 and a 5:15, though. They're not as fast as they were in round 2. 10 seconds left to go. Nelson Cortez in the 4th spot continues to look at a 3-spot jump on the grid here. Time has expired. Keep going. Keep going.
Transponder 5416456.
Keep going, guys. Keep going. Waiting on one more. And that's a race. Everybody is done. Bring them in and shut them down. Dan Debbie going to take that win. Dominic Garza 2nd and Ian Douglas 3rd. Dan Debbie will be our top qualifier. Garza 2nd on the grid. Douglas 3rd. Cortez 4th. Combs qualified 5th. Everett 6th. Cammie 7th. Lewis 8th. Carino 9th on the grid. And Corey 10th on the grid.
Lex Tyler.
Oh, no. You didn't just say that. We got to open mic. Did you say Backlash? Can I say that? Oh. I'm sorry. Oh, is this thing live? All right. I know all my Kuyas still love me.
Sal Alvarez.
Kuya. All right, guys, let's go ahead and check them in.
Brad
guys.
West.
This is race
David
number
Constant.
11 right here. 21.5.
Josh Hayden.
Our
Yoshimitsu
first of
Funabashi.
3 groups. All right, little help right there.
One minute to the start of
Let's
the
get
race.
the rest of our quarter marshals out here, guys. Let's get the rest of our quarter marshals out. Race number 10. Help us out, guys.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, Constant, I'll call you first. Alvarez, I'll call you second. Funabashi, I'll call you third. West, I'll call you fourth. Combs, I'll call you fifth. Hayden, I'll call you sixth. De Leon, I'll call you seventh. And Tyler, I'll call you eighth.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
All of our corner marshals are out there. We're just about ready to begin. Corner marshals, please pay attention. Good luck to these guys. Wait for
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Constant, Alvarez, Funabashi, West, Combs, Hayden, De Leon, Tyler. A racer coming up on Brad. David Constant in the second spot. Yoshimitsu battling out with Sal for the third position. Yoshimitsu, you got the race leader. We're clear. All right. Better than taking out the trash. Here we go. Lex out in front. Constant in second. Alvarez in third. Funabashi fourth. And West to round out the top five. 3:45 left to go. Race number 11 on the track. We still got two more groups to go through for this one. TQ is set by DeJuan Moore with a 22 and a 5:04. Better call Saul. Lex out in front, Constant in second, Alvarez in third, Funabashi West and Hayden. No battles to speak of out there. 2 minutes down and 3 minutes left to go. So Lex breaking out of round number one and then missing round number two. It's an all-in blind situation here. Just going to shove the chips and see what happens. Here is across the start finish line, 13.4, backed up with a 13.3. It's going to be a 6.1 second lead for Lex over David with Sal in the third spot. 5.1 behind him. Even gaps in the top three. Watch the right-hand side. We're clear. Oh, trouble on the right-hand side, and now we're clear. Oh, help on the front side of the track there. And we're clear. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left to go. 2:15 left to go. A race leader on a 23 and a 5:10. This is a new TQ run. All right, 3 down and 2 to go. Got 3 down and 2 to go. Coming up next, race number 12. They're headed through Tech. Race number 13, you guys should be headed to Tech. Lex looking to move up 25 spots with this run. Going across the start finish line, 13.5. There's been 2 lucky moments already. Watch it on the straightaway go high, and we're clear. Constant in the second spot, trailing by 9.3 to Lex. So 13.9 through traffic, literally. Sal in the third spot. Funabashi in fourth, and West to round out the top 5. Here's our race leader coming across the start finish line. Going to be a 9.3 second lead. About 2/3 of a lap advantage. Trouble for that car in the right-hand side.
1 minute left.
Or something. Cutthroat. It's out. Race leader coming up on that white car there. Now coming up on the orange with the silver windows. Lex across the start finish line, 13.6 again. It's a 23 and a 5:11. Still a new TQ run for Lex. It's one of my locals. His home track is Score Raceway. It's only 6 hours from his house. Off the end of the straightaway, 13.6 the last time by. He's like a machine right now on that new TQ run, 23 and 5:11. 13.6 again. Only 10 seconds left to go. Yoshi taking the carpool lane. He didn't want any of that. Uh-oh! And keep going, keep going. Oh, man. Lex, keep going, keep going. Lex going to make it by for a victory lap. White flag is out when he crosses the start finish line. You'll be done. David, you're done. Sal, you're done. Yoshi, you're done. Brad, you're done. I'm waiting on Lex. One more to finish. Taking it to that new level with a 23 lap run and the new TQ. Bring him in and shut him down. Lex Tyler taking the win. David Constant second. Sal Alvarez, you finished in third, Sal. Yoshimutsu finishing in the 4th spot, and Brad rounding out the top 5, followed by Josh, Dean, and Anson. What'd you get, sponsored by Squirt? All right, guys, bring them in, shut them down. Let's get you back out there to quarter marshal.
Ronnie
All right,
Rones.
So, yeah, we got...
Ronnie
6
Savali. Jose 9. Dan Debbie.
drivers from the last race. We may need 1 volunteer. Let's get everybody back
Thao
out
Tren.
there.
Brian Bodine. John Cottillo.
Josh is out there. Yoshimitsu is out there. Thanks, guys. Let's get the
Devin
rest of
Picton.
you guys out to the track. We need some help in the middle. We're going to need 1 volunteer marshal as well. If anybody wants to hop on out and help us. Need help out there in the middle, guys. No check from Narb. Narb, you sitting this one out? Okay. All right, guys. This is race number 12. Let's go ahead and bring him to the stage area.
1 minute to the start of the race.
One more marshal out in the middle, guys. We're going to have Lex out there in the middle. We need 1 more marshal out there in the middle. If anybody can help us from the pit area, we need a little help. Bodine, I'll call you first. Saval.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
I'll call you 3rd. Tran, I'll call you 4th. Rones, I'll call you 5th. Devi, I'll call you 6th. Picton, I'll call you 7th. And Ix, I'll call you 8th. Guys, we need 1 more marshal right out in front right here.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Hop out to the middle right over here, Sal. Yes. Thank you. All right, quarter marshals are ready. And our drivers are ready. We're going racing at the sound of your name. Bodine, Savali, Cadillo, Tran, Rose, Devi, Picton, Ix. All right, race number 12, often going our second of 3 groups, 21.5 TC. This is our biggest class out here for our inaugural West Coast Indoor Championships, the WCIC, right here in Redwood City and Limo facilities. I think to date, this is our biggest turnout ever for the club, so awesome. Setting new records today. Bodine, Tran, and Devi, our top 3, followed by Picton and Savali. Rounding out the top 5, Cadillo, Rones, Ix. 1 minute into this one, guys. Thao Tran out in front by 1/10. Bodine in the 2nd spot, trailing the race leader by 4/10. Trouble in the middle, and we're clear. All right, we got our fastest group of 21.5 guys coming up next. 22.512 for our race leader. Down the backstretch, and our race leader started coming on some traffic over here on the right-hand side. Back in through the center of the course. I believe our race leader is that silver one. Yep. Getting around one. No, he gets right into the post there, and our race leader needs help. They were trying to duck out of the way. Trouble for Cadillo. Now 2 over here. 3 body tuck. Oh, no, it's missing the... Something's wrong with the front there. Tuck it inside the hole. All right, 2 down and 3 to go. Got 2 down and 3 to go. Bodine, Tran, and Savali are top 3. Now we're getting a shuffle in the top 5. Devian picked it around down the top 5. And that thing's toast. He's got a body clip in his pocket. This guy's superhero. Superhero, come on. He says, I got more than that. All right, 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to go. There's no body left. He's going to have a body washer. 2:30 down, 2:30 left to go. Brian Bodine out in front by 2.4. Bodine should be this fluorescent orange across the start-finish line there. 14.3 coming up on the course of gray off the end of the straightaway. Savali in 2nd, Tran in 3rd, Devi and Picton to round out the top 5. 3-way battle for the 2 spot. Savali, Tran, and Devi. Separated by 1.6 between fourth and second. Brian in that orange one off over on the right-hand side. Coming around. Clean air out in front of him now. He said just forget about it. Thanks. 1 minute and 30 seconds left. One minute and 20 seconds left to go. Got 120 left. Brian, Rain, and Dan, followed by Thao and Devin to round out our top five. 1 minute and 10 seconds left to go.
One minute left.
All right, guys, we got 50 seconds left to go. 5-0 left on the timer here. The orange car, our race leader. Coming up on a little bit of traffic in through the center of the course and across the start-finish line. They'll be coming up on Debbie and Tran. 35 seconds left to go. Wow. Split the difference. 7-10 split pass. Shoosh. 30 seconds. I called traffic for Lex, and I got to call a little extra traffic for Bodine and the next group as well. 20 seconds left to go. We will be calling traffic the best we can in those main events, in those triple main events. We look forward to seeing everybody tomorrow. You can run practice in the morning. If you want to come out here early, the doors open at 7 a.m. Again, guys, we'll start racing the main events at 9 a.m. I'm going to set up the main events before I go home tonight, so you'll be able to check the main events tonight on Live RC. We'll meet up around 8:30. I'll be making some announcements here in the morning as we prep for that 9 a.m. start, so make sure to take a look at the main events tonight online. Bodine, you're done. Volley is done. We got 4 more to finish, 3 more to finish, 2 more to finish. Waiting on 1 more. Here comes Picton. That's a race. All right, it's going to be Brian Bodine taking the win, 21 and a 5:01. Rain second with 21 and a 5:05. Debbie third, 21 and a 5:12, followed by Tran and Ix. I got to bring him in, shut him down. Let's get you guys back out there to Corner Marshal. This is race number 13.
Anthony Silva. Dewan Moore.
Oh, no.
Ed White Cotton.
The pinion gear became a lathe.
James Joyner. Arthur Knight. Angel Fernan. Anthony Bruno. Brandon Moody.
Man, we should do like double lowers, not triple lowers, huh? Are you open to doing double lowers?
1 minute to the start of the race.
1 minute left to go, guys. 1 minute left in warm-up. Let's get the rest of you guys up there.
Running 3 times tomorrow.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
We're going to get this one going. Dom's out. Dewan Moore, I'll call you first. White Cotton, I'll call you second. Bruno, I'll call you third. Knight, I'll call you fourth. Joyner, you'll start fifth. Silva, you'll start sixth. Fernan, seventh. And Moody will start eighth. Corner Marshal.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Do we got a marshal over here in the tech? Are you a marshal? All right. Corner marshals are ready. And our drivers are ready. Wait for your name. Moore, White Cotton, Bruno, Knight, Joyner, Silva, Garza, Fernan, Moody. All right, we're off and going here. It's race number 13, TC 21.5 stock, our third group. As I mentioned, we have our biggest class out on the track right now, going all the way down to a C main event with these guys. right, guys, race number 13 on the track. Race number 14, get them ready to go. Porsche Cup, you guys should be filtering through tech. Race leader going to be James Joyner, 13.1 the last time by. Joyner in the green, gray, and white. Down off the end of the straightaway. Duan Moore in the second spot. Flores in yellow. They're all trying to catch that TQ time set by Lex Tyler, 23 of 512. Watch in the middle, and we're clear. .130 down and 3:30 left to go. James Joyner out in front by 9/10. Watch in the middle. And we're clear. .315 left to go, guys. 3:15 left to go. Our race leader. Watching the start finish line. Caution in the start finish line. We're clear. Thanks, Dan. James Joyner out in front.
Watch the step out here. You can easily step off this ledge.
All right, 2 down and 3 to go. Got 2 down, 3 to go. Joyner, Bruno, Silva, our top 3, followed by Ferdinand and Knight to round down the top 5. Our race leader, still James Joyner. Coming across the start finish line now, he's still got clean air out in front of him. Anthony Silva in the second spot and Bruno in third. So Silva in the blue car crosses start finish line there, 13.7, trailing the race leader by 5.5. Anthony Bruno in that third spot. Second place Silva. Coming up on fourth place Arthur. They're working together out there. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. Joyner, Silva, Bruno, followed by Knight and Ferdinand to round out the top 5. Leaders pace is a 23 and a 5:10. It's a new TQ run for Joyner. Across the start finish line there. 13.6. Race leader down the backstretch. Coming up on a blue car. Silva in the second spot, trailing by 6.5. The other blue car right there, still right behind Arthur. And then Anthony Bruno down the backstretch. Bruno going to come up on a little bit of traffic here as well. 1 minute and 15 seconds left to go. Bruno in third, Juan in fifth. That's third and fifth through the middle.
1 minute left.
Our third place driver in the white, and Juan, our fifth place driver in the yellow. 50 seconds, 5-0. Joyner going to drop down to a 23 and a 5:11 pace. Race leader in through the center of the course. Still on a new TQ run, though. Across the start finish line, 13.8, backed up with a 13.8. Ooh, big problems coming into the center, and we're clear. Joyner, Silva, and Bruno are top 3, followed by Knight, and it looks like Ferdinand.
Transponder 6320298.
Course, 15 seconds left to go. Right now, Joyner just falling out of the TQ run by a half a second. Joyner's got 2 more laps to do.
Transponder 6320298.
Guys, keep going, keep going.
Transponder 6320298. Transponder 6320298.
Got every 4 more to finish, guys. 3 more to finish. 1 more to finish. Wait,
Transponder 6320298.
Angel still to finish, and that's race. Everybody's done.
Transponder 6320298.
Joyner taking the win. Anthony Silva second. Anthony Bruno third. Lex will remain the top qualifier. Angel Ferdinand fifth. Moody sixth. White Cotton seventh. Take a look at our top 10 here for the main, guys. As far as qualifying is concerned, it's going to be Lex Tyler lining up front. James Joyner second, Tawan Moore third qualifier.
Winston
White
Lee.
Cotton fourth qualifier. Silva fifth qualifier. Bruno sixth qualifier. Knight seventh qualifier. David Constant eighth qualifier. Angel Fernan ninth qualifier. And Brian Bodine 10th qualifier. Welcome to the big show.
Steve Tsuruta. Narb Varashikian. Ian Douglas. John Hicks.
All right,
Brett
all
Ong.
right. This is
Mike
race
Carino.
number 14.
Winston Lee.
Let's get race number 13 out there to corner marshal. Somebody left these attached sunglasses. If you're missing your sunglasses,
1 minute to the start of the race.
To your regular glasses, we had those turned in over here. Oh, they're yours? They're my dad's. Here, take them back. Thought that was my lost and found. Let's get the rest.
45
of our
seconds to the start of the race.
This is race number 14.
I'm like letting off before that corner because I'm afraid my car's gonna roll.
Need a marshal out there in the middle, guys. Let's get
30
the rest of our
seconds to the
marshals
start of the race.
out into position. We had 9 in the last race. Tom did not start. Let's get everybody back out here, whether you started, finished, lost, or won. Need a marshal in the middle. We need a marshal in
15
the
seconds to the start of the race.
Narb, I'll call you first. Mike, I'll call you second. That's Carino second. Saruda, I'll call you third. Lee, I'll call you fourth. Jurgen will call you fifth.
Less than 5.
Tino, sixth. Brett seventh. Anson, actually Juan, I'll call you eighth. John, I'll call you ninth. Ian, 10th. Corner marshals, please pay attention. Good luck to these drivers. Wait for your name. Narb, Mike, Steve, Winston, Jurgen, Tino, Brett, Anson, Juan, John, Ian. All cars go. Porsche Cup, everybody will make the big show in this one. It's our box stock class out on the course. Race number 14. 15 headed through tech. Race number 16, start thinking about it. Royale with cheese. John Hicks out in front, 16.8. Narb in the second spot, trailing by 9/10, followed by Saruda. Ian now in third. Hicks down to fourth. Carino to round out the top 5. Narb out in front of white and orange. Narb coming up on a Carrera. Clear. All right, so Narb getting some love out there. Saruda in the second spot, trailing by 1.3. Hicks in third, 7/10 behind. 2 second spreads the top 3. Watching the middle of the course, we're clear. We got battles everywhere in the top 5. 3-way battle for the top spot, and then a battle for fourth between Douglas and Carino, separated by 1.3 as well. Pick up some raffle tickets, guys. It's not too late to pick up some raffle tickets over at the snack bar. If you head towards the main door, it's over on the right-hand side. Tickets are $1 a ticket or 7 tickets for $5. Looks like somebody's still got a chance to win some of those grand prizes over there. They've tagged some of the prizes already. So if you possess a raffle ticket, go see if you got any matches over there. 2:15 down and 2:45 left to go. Barrel roll. Narb out in front. Hicks in the second spot. John coming for the top spot now. 7/10 behind. John in through the center of the course. Our local race director here in front of the driver's stand. Coming across the start finish line. Hicks 16.8. Only trailing by 1/10 of a second down. Voodoo comp drops. Hicks in the second spot, trailing by 1/10. Let's see what happens this time by Narb 16.6. Oh, making that Hicks 16.6. Narb down to the second spot, the pink one, doing an Easter egg hunt. So Saruda in third, Douglas in fourth, and lead around down the top five. We got 1 minute and 45 seconds left to go. Carino in sixth, Valachi in seventh, Ong in the eighth spots. Just finishing up qualifying here, guys, after we're right at 5:30. So we'll take the data and the race organizers and promoters. We'll get together. We'll give you guys a full rundown of our program tomorrow. You'll probably catch a glimpse of it tonight on Live RC. And we will put together a good program for you guys tomorrow. As I mentioned, I always like to max out the time for our lower main event. So I'm going to advocate that you guys get to run at least double main events. But we'll keep you guys posted on all the details as they become available here at the end of qualifying. So hang tight. If you're still around, we'll probably make a couple announcements, and we'll definitely be out here tomorrow at 8:30 making our formal announcements. So come on out early if
1
you need
minute
some
left.
more track time or just want to come and enjoy the track on our final race day. The gates open, the doors open at 7 a.m. and we will be racing at 9 a.m. tomorrow, guys. So race number 1 will be a 9 a.m. start tomorrow. Make sure that the final race is ready out here at 9 a.m. to Marshall. 40 seconds left to go here. Hicks, Vagaharshakian, and Saruda, followed by Douglas and Carino to round out the top 5. 32 seconds left to go for John Hicks on an 18 and a 5:08. John already the TQ with a 5:09. Down the back stretch they go. So Hicks looking to line up front for the main event tomorrow. Unless they do an inverted grid like we do in this class. 10 seconds left to go. Hicks, Narb, Douglas. Yellow, green, and blue in through the middle. Hicks on an 18 and a 5:12. It looks like his run from round number 1 is going to hold up all the way through qualifying. Keep going, keep going, keep going. We got 4 more to finish, 4 more to finish, 3 more to finish, 2 more to finish. John Hicks is going to be our top qualifier. We're waiting for Brett. And that's race. Everybody is done. All right, John Hicks, boom shakalaka, the race announcer, taking the TQ. Narb second, Ian third, Steve and Winston to round out the top 5. You guys are all going to be in the big show. Going to be Hicks out front, Narb second, Saruda third qualifier, Douglas, Carino, Lee, Valici 7th qualifier, Shisanti on, Delon, and Farr.
Jake Alton,
For our top 10.
still in last.
All right, guys, race number 14. Let's get you to hustle out there to corner marshals. This is race number 15, our first group of GT12R.
Rick Kemi, Michael Evert, Bruce Lewis, Rick Yoder, George Cowrie, One minute to the start of the race.
All right, let's get the rest of our quarter markers.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Starting order, Jake, you're going to go first. Yoder, I'll call you second. Everett, I'll call you third. Still in last. We'll call you fourth. Cammy 5th. Larry 6th. Bruce, you'll
30
start
seconds
7th.
to the
George
start
will
of the
start
race.
8th. And Patrick will start 9th. Need another marshal out into the middle, guys. We had
15
we had
seconds to the
12
start of the
sign up
race.
for the class. 3 or 4 of you guys did not start the last race, but we had 8 in the last race. So let's get our 8 marshals out here, guys. Come on out, grab a spot.
Less
guys.
than
We
5.
need another marshal in the middle. I see over there. Thanks, Steve. Don't make him work. Let's see. Narb, are you out there to marshal? Narb, thanks. Ian, are you out there to marshal? Thanks. Steve's already raised his hand. Winston Lee, are you out there? Winston? Yep, take the center. Let's get a good look at you. All right. Yeah. Corner marshals are ready. And our drivers are ready. We're going racing at the sound of your name. Alton. Yoder. Everett. Still at last. Cammy. Nazareno. Lewis. Corey. Severo. All carts go. Race number 15 on the track. Race number 16. Let's get them ready to go, guys. 16 should be heading through tech. Race number 17. Start thinking about it. Get to the tail end of our day. Day 2 here. The WCIC. Good luck to everybody tomorrow. Good luck to everybody in the final leg of our final round of qualifying here. Still got a chance to make the big show. Yoder out in front by 7/10 over Everett with Cammy in the 3rd spot. 4/10 behind him. 1.1 separates the top 3. All right, Yoder, Everett, and Cammy are top 3, followed by Alton and Lewis to round out the top 5. 1 minute in and 5 minutes left to go. Rick Yoder coming up on a little bit of traffic down the back stretch. 15.5 for our leader, 15.4 for Everett, 15.7 for Alton. Yoder down the back stretch of the silver and orange, our race leader. Everett in the 2nd spot, only trailing by 1/10 of a second, and Alton in 3rd, 2.3 behind him. Cammy and still in last to round out the top 5 here. 4:15 left to go. 3-way battle for the 2 spot. Everett 1.5 in front of Jake. Jake 1/10 behind Alton. 1/10 in front of Cammy. All right, so Rick Yoder still our race leader on 24 and a 6:14. Yep, Clint had 1 mislap. We'll have to focus in on the number 4. He had a couple mislaps in the previous round. Don't worry about it, Clint. We're watching your laps over here. Thanks to Tim. All right, still at last, out in front. Yeah, I know. I unlocked it, so now I think this button should work for me. 2:30 down and 3:30 left to go, guys. Uh-oh, trouble in the middle. Got trouble in the middle, and we're clear. Still in last down in front, 14.9 the last time by. There he is across the start-finish line in the magenta. Transponder is working at this time. 3 down and 3 to go. Still in last, 15.4. Yoder, 15.5. Everett in the 3rd spot, 15.9. Followed by Cammy and Alton. Oh, yeah.
But he was on I think he did a 23.602, so he's on 24 right now. I mean, these slow down. Right, I'm not telling anybody anything. Well, hand count, the mic goes down.
All right, still last out in front. Yoder in the second spot, trailing by 2.1. Everett in third, 5.6 behind him. GT12R, who's going to make the big show? Race leader down off the back straightaway, coming up on the blue car, and we're clear. All right, still in last, still out in front with the 2.5 second lead over Yoder and Cammy in the third spot. Everett and Alton. $15.3 for our race leader. Yoder with a 16.1. Cammy with a 15.8.
I did, but he's like, that race is so easy. I just have to prep the track and maybe the rest. It was like, that was the most eloquent way of saying no.
All right, our race leader over on the right-hand side. And getting around, thanks. Magenta across the start-finish line.
1
That's
minute
our
left.
race leader. Boy, he had a really great lap through that traffic there. Well, the transponder, not so much. All right, still in last, still up in front. He's got clean air out in front of him. We'll keep an eye on Clint. He's going to get the score he's going to earn. Yoder in the second spot, Cammy in third. 35 seconds left to go here. $25 seconds. Rick Yoder in that second spot, trailing by 6.0. Cammy in third, 12.3 behind him. Everett and Alton. Ten seconds on the master. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Transponder 89595540.
Keep going, keep going. Wait on Rick. And that's the race. Everybody is done. Bring him in and shut him down. Still in last. 24 and a 6:11. Rick Yoder second. 23 and a 6:01. Rick Cammy third. 23 and a 6:14. Jake fourth. And Michael Everett rounding out the top five. That'll put still in last, fifth on the grid here as we head into our final group of GT12R. Race number 15, let's get you to hustle back out there to quarter marshal. Race 15, hustle back out to Marshall.
Thao Tren. Nelson Cortez. Leo Zhao. Brian Bodine. James Nelson.
All right,
David
all
Constant.
right.
Scott Barnes.
Get the rest of you guys out there to
John
quarter
Hicks.
marshal. Thanks.
One minute to the start of the race.
Hey, Jake, could you help over here somewhere? Thanks, man.
"45 seconds to the start of the race.
Bruce, are you out here yet, Bruce? Hey, Bruce, could you help over here somewhere?
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Make sure everybody is back out there. Silvero, Nazareno, Corey,
15
Lewis,
seconds to the
Everett,
start of the
Alton,
race.
Cammy, Yoder, and still last. All right. We are ready to go here. Just need one more marshal over in this corner.
Less
Could you
than
scoot
5.
Over to the corner. Thanks, sir. All right. Bodine will call you first. Barnes second. Nelson third. Hicks fourth. Constant fifth. Cortez sixth. Zhao seventh. And Tran, you'll start eighth. Wait for your name, guys. Bodine. Barnes. Nelson. Hicks. Constant. Zhao. Trent. Race number 16 on the track. 17 going through tech. That's front wheel drive. Our first group of front wheel drive. Uh-oh, watch it over on the right hand side. Caution on the right, and we're clear. Look at that Terry Marshall shuffle. All right, guys, we got 1 minute in and 5 minutes left to go. Bodine out in front. Barnes in the second spot, left side, left hand side. Watch on the left hand straightaway, and we're clear. Four minutes and 40 seconds left to go. 4 minutes, 40 seconds. Bodine, Barnes, and Constant, followed by Zhao and Cortez. Little shuffle in the top three now. James Nelson going to pick up that third spot. Constant in second. Bodine still our race leader. Orange and white through the orange car with white wing. Across the start finish line. James Nelson and David Constant in third. Barnes, Cortez to round out the top five. Zhao, Tran, Hicks. All right, guys, we got 2:15 down and 3:45 left to go. 2:15 down, 3:45 left to go. Brian Bodine, David Constant, and James Nelson, followed by Barnes and Cortez to round out the top five. Zhao and Tran. $230 down and $330 left to go. Got $230 down, $330 left. James Nelson up to that two-spot trailer. Race leader by 7.4. Make it 6.8. Now Bodine turning in a 15 flat. James also with a 15 flat. Constant 15 flat. Identical lap times for our top three. Bodine, our race leader, down the backstretch. James Nelson and David Constant battled it out for the second spot, separated by 8/10. Then we got Scott Barnes and Zhao round out the top five. All right, guys, 3 minutes and 30 seconds in, 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Front wheel drive TC, race number 17, front wheel drive TC. Get them ready to go, guys. Four down and two to go. $120 left to go. Our race leader. Bodine out in front by 9.6 now over Nelson, with David Constant in the third spot, 2.6 behind him. Barnes in the fourth spot, and
Transponder 9066308.
Nelson and Thou. 5 down,
1 minute
go.
left.
Brian across the start finish line, still our race leader. 25 and a 6:05. See if anybody's making any progress in this race. Right now, James Nelson is looking to move up one spot on the grid to third qualifier. And Leo Zhao is looking to move up 2 spots to seventh qualifier. Looks like we will have a 7-car B main event for this class. 25 seconds left to go. Ten seconds.
What's up, Stuart?
Keep going, guys. Keep going. Keep going. Time has expired on the master timer. You guys are on your individual timers. I still got about 4 more to finish. 2 more to finish. Waiting on 1 more to finish. Tran to finish. And that's a race. Bring him in and shut him down, guys. It's going to be Brian Bodine taking the win. Brian Bodine will remain the top qualifier. Scott Barnes, second qualifier. James Nelson, third qualifier. David Constant, fourth qualifier. Clint, you're lining up fifth. John Hicks, 6th qualifier. Leo, 7th qualifier. Nelson, 8th qualifier. Yoder, 9th. And Thao Tran, 10th. Welcome to the A main event.
Rick Kemi.
Race number 16, guys. Let's get you out there to corner marshal. We only got a couple races left to go.
John Gonzalez. Alan Lunghai. Rob Thulin.
Race number 17 right here, guys. Rick, Mike, Alan, Gonzo, Josh, and Rob.
Mike Carino. 1 minute to the start of the race. Josh Hayden. Forty-five seconds to the start of the race.
Track, race number 18 in Tech. Let's get the rest of our corner marshals out here. We need a little bit of help over here, guys, by the announcer's tower. Can we get some help over here by the announcer's tower?
30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
Nelson, are you out there, Nelson?
Less than 5.
Nelson, can you come over here and help right where Brad is? Nelson, come on over here. All right, guys, Rick, I'll call you first. Mike will call you second. Alan, I'll call you third. Gonzo, I'll call you fourth. Josh, I'll call you fifth. Rob, I'll call you sixth.
Yeah, Brad, if you're going to help me in the next race. I should have enough races. They're just trying to hide behind pillars. Oh, really? Yeah, you know how it is.
All right, we're ready to go here. Front wheel drive race number 17. Corner marshals are ready. And our drivers, wait for your name. Cammy, Carino, Lungy, Gonzo, Hayden, Dolan. We are off and running with race number 17. Race number 18. Get them ready. Gonzo out in front by 3/10 now. Lungy taking over the top spot. Gonzo in second and Cammy in third. Front wheel drive TC. We got 1 minute in and 4 minutes left to go. Got 1 minute in, 4 minutes left. Gonzo, our race leader, coming up on some traffic here through the middle. Yellow, fluorescent racing red and blue in front of the driver's stand across the start finish line. Got the vintage Novak sweatshirt. Down the backstretch, trying to get around the white and blue. Camby in the second spot, Lungy in third, Carino, Hayden, and Tholen. 20 and a 5:15. Cammy taking over the top spot now at a 19 and a 5:01. Arthur is our top qualifier with a 21 and a 5:02. Cammy, Lungy, Vacanto, Carino, Tholen, Hayden. 2 minutes down and 3 minutes left to go. All right, guys, 2:15 down, 2:45 left. Rick Cammy out in front by 1 second over Lungy. Lungy a half a second out in front of Gonzo. Carino and Tholen. Hayden in the sixth position. There's Hayden down the backstretch of the pink car. Just got to stop talking about you. It's not helping. It's really not helping. Cammy, Lungy, Gonzo. The announcer's curse is strong, but I'm not taking credit for that one. He said, forget about it, forget about it. 2 minutes left to go. '18 coming up next, guys. 18 coming up next. We were shooting for a 6 o'clock finish time tonight. It looks like we'll just go about 5 minutes over that. We'll be shooting for, I think, an earlier finish time tomorrow, though, guys. So we do have a lot of travelers from far and wide. We'll take an assessment and set up our main event structure. I'll get with the promoters and the organizers, and we'll have everything polished up in about an hour after club racing. You'll be able to see the main event structure. If we change anything, we'll notify you at 8:30 tomorrow morning. And there's the kazoo. We're clear.
1 minute left.
1 minute left to go. Cammy out in front by 9/100ths over Lungy with Gonzo in the third spot. 5.7 behind him. Carino and Tholen to round out the top five. $45 seconds left to go. $30 seconds. $15 seconds. $5 seconds. Rick versus Lungy coming down to the wire. They're only separated by 1/10 of a second. Looks like Lungy taking over the lead here. It's going to come down to the wire. White flag is out for everybody. Will it be Rick or will it be Alan Lungy? And it's going to be Rick taking the win by 1/10 over Alan. That's a race, guys. Buzzer beater right there. Rick Cammy taking the win. Alan Lungy second. Gonzo, top three. right, guys, we'll know our official top 10. We have 12 in this class. So let's get you guys out there to Marshall.
Nick Pantana, Jamie Manzanilla, James Joyner, Arthur Knight, John
I happen to think with
Balatico.
the front wheel drive, there may be enough room. Once again, we have 12 drivers. So we'll take a vote with our marshals and our drivers up on the driver's stand.
Dominic
This time.
Garza.
Come on out and corner marshal, guys. Keep in mind, if you win your A1 and you win your A2, you sit out A3 anyways. So track is pretty good for these front wheel drives. Let's get our corner marshals out there real quick, guys. Cami, Lungi, Gonzo, Carino, Tholen, and Hayden. Come on out, guys. Need a marshal in every corner. Need a marshal. 2 marshals out in the middle.
1 minute to the start of the race.
All right, guys, go ahead and bring your cars to staging. Let's get another marshal out there as well. 1 volunteer marshal from the pit area and our drivers from front wheel drive. Rob, could you move forward 1 spot? Yeah.
45 seconds
Okay,
to the
so
start of the
now that I
race.
got all my racers out there, guys. For the front wheel drive, how many of you guys want to run all 12 in the A's? Raise your hand.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
No. we're like in a tie. Nobody wanted to vote on the driver's side. They said, I want those 2 guys out. Okay, so I got the information I needed. All right, Knight, I'll call you first. Joyner, I'll call you
15
second.
seconds to the
Garza,
start
I'll
of the
call you
race.
third. Pantana, you'll start 4th. Manzanilla 5th, and Balatico 6th. We need 1 more marshal out here in the middle if somebody can help us out.
Less than 5.
Looking for 1 more marshal from the pit area. Anybody else that can help us out there in the middle? Anybody? Yeah, he's got it. Cool. Thanks. All right, we'll use you in the next one. Corner marshals, please pay attention. Good luck to these drivers. Wait for your name. Knight, Joyner, Garza, Pantana, Manzanilla, and Balatico. The people have spoken. And the answer was Race number 19, get them ready. TC Mod, our final qualifier of the day. Let's get them ready to go. What is hanging off that car? Oh, it's part of the bumper. It's our Geico moment. Joyner, Knight, and Manzanilla early in this one. John bought some raffle tickets. Not too late to get some raffle tickets over there at the snack bar. $1 ticket is 7 for $5. It's only going to take 1 to take home the grand prize. What is the grand prize? An X-ray 12 scale. Joyner, Knight, and Manzanilla are top 3 in this one, followed by Pantana and Balatico to round out the top 5. Garza in 6th. 1 minute down and 4 minutes left to go. All right, 14.3 for our race leader. 2/10 out in front of Joyner. Joyner 5.1, make it 4.1 out from Manzanilla. Manzanilla half a second out in front of Pantana. Balatico rounding out the top 5. Dom off the course. Well, there were 5. $130 in and $330 left to go, guys. $130 in and $330 left to go here. All right, 2 down and 3 to go. Knight, Joyner, and Manzanilla are top 3, making Pantana in 3rd. Joyner in 4th. Balatico to round down the top 5. Arthur Knight out in front by 7.2. It's already a half a lap lead here for Arthur. Arthur in the white and orange has been crushing this one down the backstretch. Pantana in the 2nd spot, and it looks like Jaime in 3rd. Joyner in the 4th spot. John Balatico rounding out the top 5 here. 3 down and 2 to go. Got 3 down and 2 to go. Arthur, Nick, and Jaime, followed by James and John. Only 5 remaining in this race. 1 minute and 50 seconds left to go. 21 and a 5:02, the time to beat, set by Arthur Knight. Right now he's on a 21 and a 5:09. Pantana in second, Manzanilla, make it Joyner in third, Manzanilla in fourth, Balatico to round out the top 5. 1 minute and 30 seconds left.
The only thing we got is a yellow thing. What's your last name, Clint?
Well, I'm in there still in that.
But it's R.I.? No, you're in both. Your nickname is...
Okay.
What, for GT12, what's the number?
It is
1 minute left.
4518.
I got you. All right,
I want to check to think better eyes. I don't have my glasses on.
close enough. If it's 8 digits close, I got it.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
I just don't have my prescriptions on.
Knight out in front, Pantana in second, Manzanilla in third. 30 seconds. Arthur out in front by 11.2. Manzanilla trailing by 2.6. And the Balatico just 1.9 of him. Battle for third late in this one. 25 seconds left to go. Little pairs out there on the track. There's our race leader across the start finish line. 14.5 Pantana, 15.22. Orange ones leading the way. A little foreshadowing of the main event here as we watch those orange ones through the middle of the course. Looks like Knight has been crushing this class. Had a little bit of a challenge from Joyner in the Q2 round. We can't count Joyner out as well. Joyner in that gray and green off the end of the straightaway there. Keep going, guys. Oh, man. And Joyner taking a traction roll at the end of the straightaway. White flag is out, guys. When you cross the start finish line, you will be done. I'm waiting for 3 more, 2 more, 1 more. And that's the race. Everybody is done. Arthur Knight taking the win. He will be our top qualifier. And here is your top 10. It's going to be Knight, Joyner, Pantana, 3rd qualifier, Garza, 4th qualifier, Balatico, 5th qualifier, Manzanilla, 6th qualifier, Cammy, 7th, Lunchy, 8th, Rob Tholen, 9th, and Mike Carino, 10th. Gonzo,
Lex Tyler,
11th, and Josh,
Ed White Cotton,
12th.
Stuart Mason,
So top 10 make the show, guys. All right, guys.
Brandon
race
Clements.
Number 19 right here. Final qualifier of the weekend. Let's get our quarter marshals out there and anybody who wants to help volunteer.
It automatically, you keep moving because you don't start this. It starts already.
Jordan Constant, E.J. Evans, Jacob Cruz,
That's your little, that's your wife. That's your reminder.
Yeah, well, that gives them ample time to get ready. Plus the mark.
Oh, they're seeing it too then on their phone.
No, I don't think it's shown over there.
But you tell them, you know, we got.
I just use it as the guide. I mean, that keeps me on, like, I could tell that we would do 3 hours around here.
I got my computer set up.
Guys, let's get the rest of our corner marshals out here. It's the last race of the night. We need
1 minute to the
Garza,
start of the
Joyner,
race.
Balatico, Manzanilla, Pantana, and Knight out to the track, and 2 volunteers. Guys, thanks. Todd's going to help us. We need another volunteer. Let's step out. Just a little bit of help for these mod guys. Thank you. Yep.
45 seconds to the start of the
Pat's
race.
going to help us over here. Let's get every single corner marshal spot covered. This is our last chance here. Got to get one more turn marshal over by that Gents Ace banner over there. Thanks, Nick. You'll take the Gents Ace banner. Keep going, Nick.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
We still need one more over by the Gents Ace banner. Thank you, sir. All right, corner marshals are ready. Let's take a look at the starting order. Mason, I'll call you first. Cruz second. Clements third. Evans fourth. White Cotton fifth.
15
Tyler,
seconds
sixth,
to the
and
start of the race.
Constance seventh. Corner marshals are ready. And our drivers are ready. Wait for the sound of your name. Mason, Cruz, Clements, Evans, White Cotton, Tyler, and Constance. Just like that, off and running with our final qualifier of the day, final qualifier of the weekend. Huge success here for our WCIC inaugural event out here at Limo in Redwood City. Thanks everybody for coming out. Good luck tomorrow at the races. Stuart Mason out in front by a half a second over Lex Tyler. Clements now in the mix there in the 2 spot, trailing by 1.2. Cruz 1.8. Behind Mason, a light blue coming across the start finish line. Now there's our leader. Uh-oh, watch in the middle. Trouble in the middle, we're clear. That was a roll over from Jordan Constant. Going to send him to the back of the group. It's Mason, Cruz, and Tyler. Followed by Clements and Evans. Our race leader on a 26 and a 5:05. New TQ run by 4 seconds by the same driver. Race leader down the back stretch. Cruz in the second spot. Cruz down the back stretch. 11.5 to 11.9. Lex in the third spot. 12 flat, back double to 12-1. 26 lap run out in front. Stewart taking it to that next level. Stewart across the start finish line. 11.9. Backs it up with another 11.9. Hot lap of the race is that first lap for Stewart. 11.5. Jacob Cruz's best lap is 11.8, and Lex Tyler's best lap is a 12 flat. 2 down and 3 to go, guys. Three-way battle for the 3 spot. Lex Tyler, Brandon Clements, and E.J. Evans. They're each separated by 1/10 of a second. Tight battle for third. Show for the white car over on the right-hand side. Looks like EJ's off. Stuart Mason laid it down right here out in front by 2.6 over Jacob Cruz. It's a new TQ run by about 3 seconds. Looks like they're getting EJ back out there. Stuart Mason, Jacob Cruz, Brandon Clements, and Lex Tyler, followed by Jordan Constant to round out the top 5. So Brandon up into the 3rd spot, Lex down to 4th. 3 down and 2 to go, guys. Race leader Stuart Mason, 11.9 the last time by. Back in through the center of the course, whipping it around through the chicane and across the start finish line. 11.9 again. He's like a machine right now. Average lap is 11.8. Back across the start finish line again, 11.9. On a 26 and a 5:08.8, he already holds the TQ at a 5:09.8, so 1 second faster than it's running round number 2 right now. Watch it coming onto the straight, and we're clear. Oh no, race leader catching that car like a berm. 1 minute and 15 seconds left to go. Lex Tyler and Brandon Clements continue to battle it out for the 3rd spot, separated by 1/10 of a second.
1 minute left.
Lex and Brandon Clements, followed by Jordan to round out the top 5. Ed Whitecotton in 6. E.J. Evans in 7. Still Stuart Mason at the point. Out in front of Jacob Cruz by 2.6. Two blue cars, and then the teal, black, and white are top 3 here. No, Brandon Clements picking up his hot lap right there, 11.9. Lex had a 12.4. Clements back into the top 3. There's Brandon in the white car down the back straightaway now. Paired up with the leader. This will help Brandon keep his pace for the remainder of the race here. 10 seconds left to go. Time has expired on the master timer. You guys are on your individual timers. Keep going, keep going. Keep going. Got 2 more to finish. Waiting on Jordan. And that's a race. Everybody is done. All right, it's going to be Stuart Mason taking the win. Boom shakalaka Stuart. It's going to be our top qualifier. With that run from round number 2, Jacob Cruz finishing second in that one. Brandon Clements third. Here is your top 7 for the class. Stuart Mason, our TQ. Jacob Cruz second. Brandon Clements third. Lex Tyler fourth. EJ Evans fifth qualifier. Jordan sixth qualifier. And Ed Whitecott